Today we're going to look at an example where we're asked to find the mean, variance, and standard deviation, and we're not given a lot of information. This problem actually comes from the Chapter 5 review, and it actually is problem number 5 from the Chapter 5 review. A college history class has 75 members. If there is a 12% absentee rate per class, find the mean, variance, and standard deviation of the number of students who will be absent. Well, we know either the student is absent or they're not absent, so there's only two possible outcomes. And when we have two possible outcomes, we know we can use the binomial distribution. So we learned a quick way to find the mean of a binomial random variable or binomial distribution, and that's n times p. Let me make that look a little bit better. N times p. And then to find the standard deviation, actually the variance, let's find the variance next. To find the variance, we take n times p times q, and to find the standard deviation, we just take the square root of the variance, so square root of n times p times q. And just to remind yourself, p is the probability of a success, and q is the opposite, so 1 minus. In this problem, we're given 12% is the probability a student is going to be absent. So this is going to be our p-value. P is going to equal 0.12. And our n is the 75 members in the class. So therefore, our q is going to be 1 minus 0.12, which is 0.88. So now we can go ahead and find our mean that we were asked to find, and that would be n, so 75, times p, so 0.12, and that is going to give us 9. So our mean is 9 students. The next easiest one to find is our variance, so we'll go ahead and find our variance. And our variance is n, so 75, times p, 0.12, times q, 0.88. And when we multiply those together, we end up getting 7.92 students. And then to find the standard deviation, we can just take the square root of that number. So the standard deviation is the square root of 7.92, which is 2.81, I believe. Make that a little bit neater. So 2.81 students, and this is 7.92 students squared. So remember, variance has the unit squared, so 7.92, and my units would be students squared, or squared students. And the units for standard deviation is just students, right? It has the same units as your data. All right, you want to make sure that you have these formulas on your note card if you don't have them memorized to heart. Those are pretty important formulas. All right, thanks.